Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Dear friends, I hope all of you are well by the grace of Almighty Allah. I am also well. Welcome to our online platform of NIVS Home School. Dear friends, here I am Muhammad Faruk Hossain, Assistant Teacher of National Ideal English Version School. Now, I am going to conduct an agricultural studies class for the students of class 8. Dear friends, our today's topic is from Chapter 4, Lesson 1, 2, 3 and 4, and this is the last lessons for your half yearly exam according to your short syllabus. And now I will show the summary of this chapter, these lessons from 1 to 4. So let's try to say it. Dear students, Chapter 4 is about agriculture and climate. Okay, that means the impact of climate in agriculture. Okay, lesson 1, unfavorable environment and crop production. Okay, dear students, if the climate is normal, that means the climate is good, then the farmer would be able to harvest good crops. Okay, that means normal climate denotes good harvest. Okay, and what are the combinations of bad climate or bad harvest? Flood and waterlogging, drought or no rain condition, higher temperature, lower temperature, along with soil salinity, presence of chemical toxic in the soil, presence of toxic gases in the air. Dear students, all these bad things denotes bad harvest, and it also helps or it also influence to make the climate bad. Okay, this was all about lesson 1. Now lesson 2, crop production technologies under drought condition. Now we will learn that how to get good harvest under the condition of drought. Okay, number 1 condition, cultivating suitable crops or varieties. Yes friends, if any area is very much drought, on that area we have to cultivate such kind of crops which are suitable for drought and which varieties are suitable for drought. That means that crops would be able if there is any drought. Okay, then breaking soil pores. That's friends, if the at the end of the rainfall, if the farmers break the soil pores on by doing that, the sun's ray cannot enter at the deep of the soil. So as a result, what will happen? The soil would not be very much drought and farmer would be able to produce more crops. Okay, shallow cultivation. Such kind of crops should be chosen for such kind of drought prone land which are shallow cultivation. Okay, then mulching, the crops should be mulched well. Okay, then number 5, water storing. If the drought prone lands has a good condition of water storing, then the farmer would be able to get good harvest. Then racking. Racking is another important point for drought prone lands. Okay, then changing line direction. That's means if the farmer change the line direction of the water, then they would be able to get good harvest. Use of organic fertilizers. When the farmers are unable to produce more crops at drought prone lands, on the time they can use organic fertilizers. Okay, that's why this is all about lesson 2. Now lesson 3, it's about crop production technologies in the saline soil zones. Okay, this was drought prone and this is saline soil zones. Okay, cultivating salt tolerant varieties. This means on such kind of land, the farmers should cultivate such kind of crops which are salt tolerant. Okay, then arranging irrigation and draining. The farmers should be aware of arranging irrigation and draining. The land should have good draining system. Okay, then number 3, reducing evaporation of water. Dear friends, by the process of evaporation, the soil's salinity increases. So farmers should be aware of this evaporation of the water of that soil or of that land. Preparing land using proper methods. The farmers, although the such kind of lands are saline zones, then the farmers should prepare the land using proper methods. Okay, then number 5, changing seed sowing methods. The farmers should have to change the seed sowing methods. That means the farmers will have to understand it how they will change this seed sowing method at this kind of environment of the soil. Now lesson 4, crop production technologies in the flood prone areas. Dear students, you know that northern part of our country are very much, not only northern, almost all the areas of our country are very much flood prone. So before cultivating the land, the farmers should be very much aware of this flood. So medium highland, for the case of medium highland, the water of flood reaches up to 0.9 meter. So farmers should cultivate such kind of crops which will not be affected if the water level reaches to 0.9 meter. And for the medium low land, it reaches up to 1.8 meter. And for the low land, it reaches up to 3.0 meter. And for the very low land, the water level reaches 3.0 meter. So farmers should choose those crops which will not be affected if the water level reaches up to this level. Okay, and flood control based management practices. The farmers should have to practice how to control the flood, and on this basis they should cultivate such kind of crops. Agronomic management practices. The farmers also will have to practice these agronomic management practices, and by doing this the farmers would be able to produce good harvest in flood prone lands. Dear students, you have homework number 9. You will have to make 5 MCQ from these lessons and submission date 29 May 2021. Dear students, this is all about today's lecture from chapter 4, lesson 1, 2, 3 and 4. I hope you all got understood what I have told. By watching this video, if you go through your textbook, then the textbook would be very much easier to you. This is the end of the class. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.